Alright, welcome back to the Archivist Challenge. We are on episode 8, I believe. And we just finished getting the buffer memory here up at the North Tower and narrowly avoided a wolf attack. Who he seems to have departed by now, but when we were getting ready to go to bed last night, a wolf decided to come after us. A little scary. Thankfully, he got near the campfire and ran away with his tail between his legs. So didn't end up having to actually do anything about that. So we're gonna grab all our gear back out of this thing. I don't. Oh, that's wolf meat. Maybe we'll make. We have a little time and we have the fire. We're just going to Mystery Lake tonight. I don't think we're going to necessarily be able to get any memories. Let's do that one. You know what? Food? We're good. Before I had water, I wanted to. I guess it doesn't really matter though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Not ideal. Well, since we're going to be here, make some more water even. Let's read an hour. The water will probably boil out, or whatever. Wow. All right. How much? Oh wow, worked out well. Okay, so after all that little blizzard, we're gonna head down now. We're gonna head to Mystery Lake. A little impromptu blizzard action there. We're gonna head down to Mystery Lake. Hopefully, not run into any wolves and loot up the camp office. There's a buffer memory in there, but seeing as how we have to go to many of the areas that kind of connect up to Mystery Lake, it might just be better if we just. I guess we could get it if the Aurora is there, but I'm not going to sit around and wait for the Aurora to happen. I guess is what I'll say. I'm gonna grab more of this old man's beer. This is great stuff. This is super light, and instead of carrying around antiseptic, this is a much better way to go. Old man's beard is good for if you get attacked by a wolf or some other woodland creature. Old man's beard can help stop the spread of infection, which is not something you want to have to deal with. So it's a good thing to grab when you're out in the wild. We're going to hope to not run into any wolves as we get out of Forlorn Muskeg for the last time. I'm not even going to bother really looting around here. There's just not much point. There's not really all that much here, and we really don't need that much anyways, so I'm not going to risk my neck out here. He's over there, not too far away. There's two. I don't remember hearing weather crows when that blizzard came in. Oh dear. Now we're losing visibility. But we're nearing the entrance to Mystery Lake, so we should be all right as long as we... Oh, weather crows. So it looks like the weather's going to change again for the worse. So we're going to just try and hustle as quickly as we can to get out of this region. Yes, I know you're there. And I'm going to do everything in my power to not deal with you. You gotta always make sure that you stay between these patches of snow when you're in Forlorn Muskeg. Because you can fall through the ice, and that is a bad, bad time. You'll soak all your clothes, so it'll be hard to warm up. Your warmth bonus from your clothing won't work nearly as well, and not only that, but you'll be freezing. You'll have risk of frostbite in a very short period of time, so... Best course of action if you ever do fall in is to start a fire as soon as you can and dry out your clothes. Just by standing nearby. Even being indoors is actually is better than just not being indoors. It'll help dry your clothes a little faster than being outside. Looks like we may have circumvented these wolves. I haven't even really seen one. Definitely have heard them. But we haven't seen any yet, which I'm okay with. So we gotta figure out where we're gonna head next. We have to do the buffer memory inside the camp office. There's also another buffer memory in Carter Hydro Dam. I believe it's in the lower dam. So we have to get those two. And as I said in the last episode, it's probably not wise for us to try and get those in the same evening. Just because that walk from the camp office to Carter Hydro would be absolutely treacherous. It's just, that whole trail is packed with wolves, and during the Aurora they're more plentiful and much more aggressive. So you want to avoid travel if you can manage it. At night, of course, but also, especially during the Aurora. I think we've made it. Get ourselves out of here, that's for sure. I think we're gonna head, so we're gonna head to the camp office first. Kind of make a base there. And then we're gonna decide where we're gonna go next. So I'll work with the map and try and figure out our next best course of action. I think he's coming right for me. He's coming right for me. I don't know that I can avoid him. Nope. Hopefully I can finish him. Nope. Ouch. Laceration. So we're gonna need a bandage. Wait, what? I thought we got a laceration. Does that not count as something I need to... Okay. I think we Did we? We did fire the round. Okay. It definitely looked like we fired the round, but I never heard it. He will likely bleed out. I hit him a couple of really good times, so it's likely that he'll bleed out. We can get his meat and cook him up, but I don't think we'll be sticking around in the camp office for very long, so I don't even know if it's worth bothering. Hopefully he doesn't charge us again. We lost quite a big chunk of condition there. So I think, obviously, now the main goal is to, well, in the camp office is to kind of repair up our clothing, because he definitely tore some of our clothing. I think he went down there. I don't see him running around anymore. I don't think he died yet. And I really don't... Wow. He did. And those crows are for him. Crazy. I guess I did get him pretty good. I'm not even going to bother with him right now. There's another set of crows pretty nearby, though. Because there's a body. Alright. We'll check him. He might have something we might want. Or nothing. Or nothing at all. Alright. We'll assess the situation over here, see if there's any wolves patrolling nearby the camp office. Sometimes that happens. I mean, most of the time they tend to be over more towards these railroad tracks, but they can leak closer to the camp office from time to time. So you got to really make sure that you survey this area pretty well. I don't like surprises in this game. They seem to come frequently, but I don't like them. We like to be able to be nice and methodical. Another corpse over there. Can't even see anybody on the ice. The wolves on the ice. Unsurprising that there's nothing on him. Rarely find anything on that body. Okay. So we've made it. We can drop off all that fuel that we have. Do we want to drop it? I think we want to drop it off upstairs. Is that the computer? It's gonna be hard to read that thing. We have to be down here like this. Alright. So, looks like... Oh, there's right here. Looks like we're gonna have some fun things to loot up here. So I'm gonna actually leave my fuel up here. Check into nothing. Okay, we're gonna leave our fuel up here next to this. This is where I like to do my cooking for whatever reason. So leave all that fuel here. We got a book there. Those are great for starting fires.
This stuff will come in handy.
Wow, that's pretty good condition. That might even be better than the one I have since we spent a night in it already. It is better than the one I have because I forgot it. I left it back in Forlorn Muskeg. So that's very good. Man. Don't normally do that. Alright, we're gonna tear up some cloth here and repair up our clothes that were damaged. Hopefully we can find some leather too. Well, we do have these boots, but I really don't like tearing up boots. It takes forever to tear up boots. So I normally would like, if we could find like driving gloves or something like that, those are not so bad. But shoes and boots and that sort of thing, they take forever to rip up, and they only offer you like 1 or 2 pieces of leather. So I try really hard not to have to rely on getting leather from those sources. Alright, let's take a look at our clothing and see what they did. Looks like our light shell got hurt a little bit. Our wool scarf. Gloves are a little tattered. Yeah, the boots are gonna have to be repaired at some point. Snow pants are quite tattered up, so let's get started with that. Why does it always pick the 100% sewing kit? That just bothers me. Okay, we don't need to repair those anymore. Let's repair those. Hey, there we go. Gonna go upstairs because it's probably gonna be nighttime by the time that I get this all finished. What can we get you up to? Okay. It'll probably be either nighttime or very close to it by the time we get this all repaired, so. Repair you as well. Repair this. Just want to get all this stuff kind of back up to close to 100%. You know what, we've got lots of extra cloth and nothing but a little bit of time, so. May as well. I think we're in pretty good shape now. I think everything's at least in the 90s, which is, except for the mucklucks, which I think, yeah, they need leather, so. That's an eerie looking glow. Let's, I'm wondering if the Aurora is going to happen again tonight. So let's fuel back up with some food here. And, take a look. Nice. Top off with some water, and I'll bust out the old lantern, and we'll... I think we're going to have the Aurora tonight. It just seems like that's going to happen. Anyways, I think I've searched with all this stuff up. Let's actually... Well, hang on. So I can see what I'm doing. We'll grab a book and we'll start a fire just for the fun of it. I'll grab this other book over here. And that one as well. Okay. Alright. Nah, I'm not going to use the lamp oil. This should be pretty easy to start a fire with. Well, just for the fun of it. I like having a fire. It just, especially if we have the resources, it's just kind of fun to do. So we'll get this fire cooking and take our lantern downstairs. Oop. Alright, maybe we can even find some leather. That'd be great. I didn't check that, the table over there, so that table sometimes has the crafting table, or whatever they call it, workbench. I didn't check the workbench, and that often will have, sometimes will have what we need. Hey, a whetstone. Some more fuel. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Craft a fishing tackle with the stuff that we have there. That's not in great shape. I would take another, like, sewing kit, an emergency tin. That's actually pretty awesome. I was kind of hoping for something like that. So we got a little bit of tomato soup here. That's fine. That's good enough. Not a lot of food here. Sometimes there's stuff hidden back here. Doesn't look like that's the case this time. Yeah, really kind of low on food. Usually there's some sitting around here. Some coffee down there I don't really care about. Well, we can check these. normally don't have much in them.
Probably useful.
29%, yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll end up with it. Sure. Soda, it's kind of uncommon for soda to cause you any sort of issues, so I don't normally have too many qualms about consuming a soda. Alright, we'll turn this off. It just feels like the Aurora is going to happen tonight. Okay, let's just put some water in here. We want to see if we can just pass some time here. No Aurora tonight. Yeah. Drink that and we'll go to bed. Okay. So, we didn't get an Aurora. That's okay. We are gonna have to have something to eat this morning. Maybe we'll just use up this stuff here. Use up the soup and the 2 sodas we have that are really low condition. Should get us pretty close to back up to full, at least in our thirst department. I should probably also have some more calories. That should probably do it, and then we'll just top off with the rest with water. We'll get rid of the extra can that we're holding now from the tomato soup. We don't need that many. Let's refuel our lantern too, and I guess this morning we got to figure out where we're gonna go. So let's take a look at the map. So we have to get the buffer memory here at the camp office. You have to get a buffer memory here at Carter Hydro Dam. This area right here connects to, I believe, Ravine, which connects to Coastal Highway. So we'd get out up here, and we have to get to here in Coastal Highway. I also believe that Coastal Highway down on this edge right here connects to another small area which goes to Desolation Point. I think this is where we want to head next, is to Desolation Point. I think the rest of the regions we need to get to are either connected to Coastal Highway, because Pleasant Valley is connected to Coastal Highway as well. We have to go there. Pleasant Valley. There it is. So Pleasant Valley is connected to Coastal Highway as well. I believe you come out. Oh boy. Maybe over here? I thought it was over here somewhere, but I'm not sure. The barn's over here, and I believe this is the that's gotta be the farm homestead thing. Is that where it needs to be? No, general store and the Signal Hill. Anyways, so I think maybe we do want to hang out here and collect that memory, and then we'll go over to here, collect that one, and then move on to Coastal Highway. I think that's probably the best idea. So this morning, what we're gonna do is just kind of go out onto the ice and kind of collect any sort of interesting things that we find there. I'm gonna drop off that. So we're gonna leave some of our gear here that we aren't gonna need. Probably leave our. I'm not gonna fish. Probably probably only really take one of those back. A couple of flares. We don't need the flare shell. We're not going to need our flashlights. Not going to need our hatchets, or an extra hatchet or an extra knife. Can opener we'll take. Fuel we don't need. Pry bar we probably do need, actually. Leave those tools and all that. And I probably won't pick that up again. We might need that pry bar, so we don't need this much water either. That'll be more than enough. Use some extra stuff here. Okay, I think that's probably good. We have enough to just kind of get around, and that's all we really need. I still don't know why I have all these matches. There's so many matches. Okay. So we're going to go see what trouble we can get into. It would be also good to find some cured leather, so we can repair our mucklucks a little bit. So let's go out there and take a look. Weather's not too bad. It's good. Visibility's fairly high. We can see at least out onto the ice into our threat range, I would imagine. I don't think we're going to be surprised by too much. I'd like to go all the way. I'm just going to loot all the cabins. So there's some cabins sporadically placed around the outer limits. There's a wolf. 2 wolves? I thought that was a deer at first, but that's like a wolf. 3 wolves and a deer far in the background. So we're going to have to kind of go around. I'm not going to loot that fishing cabin. There's normally not anything in there that's really worth that kind of risk, especially in a playthrough like this. So we're just going to kind of go around. Mystery Lake is frozen way better than the swamp marshlands of Forlorn Muskeg, so there's not a whole lot of risk crawling out into the middle of it, other than being eaten by a wolf. It's about the only risk you have with this, because they do patrol here pretty heavily. I lost track of one of them. He must be further back. Okay, we should be looking in front of us. Is there... Oh, that deer's gonna be no more. So there's a couple of cabins. You can see there's 3 over there. We'll find out if they're all explorable. There's another one over there. We're gonna take a look at this fishing cabin since doesn't appear to be any danger right here. Some line.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, we'll take it. Take the cedar firewood. Yeah, we'll just take all this stuff here. We don't really need it, but oh, that's not bad. We don't really need it, but we'll take it just for giggles. Maybe we'll have a fire tonight again.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I don't know if we had any scrap metal, so... We can repair up our lantern, because we have those quality tools, so maybe that'll be another activity for tonight. We still have to finish that book, too, to get the bonus for cooking. And find some time to do that as well. It is pretty chilly out this morning. We are steadily... There... See? You gotta be careful. They do like to sit in between... Oh boy, do I play my old trick? So here's a fun trick that sometimes I like to do. It's not very nice, but if you scare deer towards the wolf, he'll chase the deer, potentially get out of your way, or even better, if he catches the deer, you can just shoot him when he's eating the deer. And it looks like looks like they have his attention. And I'm not even going to bother shooting him if he gets that deer. Awesome. Sorry, deer. It was you or me. Not really. I probably could have saved those deer, but by shooting the wolf, but maybe it's better to not be involved. Now he could come down at any point. I was gonna say, where the heck is the door on this thing? Wouldn't you think it would be on the other side? Alright. Take a look in here, see what we can find. I don't think I've ever seen that hot plate before. In here, at least. Some jerky. Food's a good thing for us to find here. More of that. Coffee maker inside of that locker. Don't need that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the hot plate with the cooking pot on top. It's a nice touch, Hinterland. Alright. Oh, hold on one second. Alright. Don't think there's really anything in here that I want. Cooler was empty, so we'll go on and check the next cabin. I think we're gonna just check these ones on this side, and then we're gonna head back to the Mystery Lake cabin and spend the night there and hope that we have an Aurora event. How much? Oh, I got plenty of room.
I can use this.
Bring that stuff over. Have a nice little fire tonight. I don't care that much to rip those up. Again, I think it takes like an hour or so to tear those up.
I think I can use this.
And I just don't care to do that. Not much in here. Got a couple of pieces of wood. Check this one, and then we'll head around to the other set, and we'll head back. Hopefully the weather doesn't kind of screw us over with the visibility. I didn't see that tomato soup. Is that even worth grabbing? Yeah, I guess it was. 90%. The trunk. Give us something good. Okay, nothing good. Nothing good, nothing good, nothing good. Wow, kind of disappointing. The only one that really had anything was that first one that we were in, with the door on the wrong side. So we're trying not to get jumped while we go around to the other side. I don't know. Oh, he did get the deer. Okay. I'll keep him out of our way for now. Yeah, looks like we only have one cabin over here. There is another cabin over on the far side, but it's just a long ways to walk, and there's only one cabin. I think that one might have some good stuff in it, though. Well, we'll assess our situation here and see if we want to bother walking over there. I mean, we have plenty of time.
Looks like this has been here a while.
That's a bad idea. The sardines are... I don't touch sardines that are even in the yellow. I just don't even bother. They are a good way to get food poisoning. Whoever coded this game must not like sardines
This'll
because
come in handy.
they are just not a good time. I've gotten food poisoning from lower condition sardines many times. Maybe we can grab this. I think we got plenty of space in our bag for that. So, well, no cured leather. Makes me wonder if we should have gone back to the if we should have grabbed those leather shoes. I mean, my boots aren't in that bad of condition. I think if we got into another struggle, they'd be okay. Yeah, we'll go to this one. It's not that far away. thing I have to be wary about is on the way back. We're going to be crossing the path of those wolves. There were 3 over there, I believe. So we got to be really careful when we go back. Luckily, you can break their pathing by going into the fishing huts, but they're so spread. The fishing huts are so spread out that sometimes you can't even get to them, and you just have to fight, which could be super dangerous here because, again, it's a lot of really open area, open space, and lots of wolves spawn there. Lots of wolves. All right, so let me just go through and check this stuff.
Best be prepared for anything.
Yep. Again, you can stay right there. Got some more tomato soup. Scrap metal. Come on, give me my cured leather. All right. I think we're gonna take that for sure. I'm a big fan of the military coat. It's one of those items that it's a little heavier, but it gives you some real fair protection from wildlife.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Often when you wear that thing, it you don't even lose that much condition when you get into a fight with a wolf. Sometimes I don't even repair it in between encounters. It'll only lose like 10 to 15 condition. I don't like this. I don't see them. I don't know if they just despawned or what happened, but I always play it on the side that they could be around any corner at any time. There's one. I don't like that I can only see the one. Come on, cured leather. Come on, cured leather. Come on, cured leather.
This stuff will come in handy.
Alright. Okay. Oh, there's a little buddy over here. I might try and climb up to the top of that just so I can see where the rest of these wolves are. Because I know they're over there. Let's see. Okay, they're still kind of around that fishing hut. So I can take the same route I took to get over here to get back. We'll just kind of head around this way, and I'm sure I won't be able to attract their attention. 1, 2. Oh, okay. You just must be all the way on the other side. Yeah, there he is. It's weird. He almost looked like a little tiny baby wolf. Still incredibly dangerous. Adorable, but dangerous. Got fur limb? Might be encumbered at this point. Wow. I am. That's okay. I think we're in pretty good shape. Alright, I think we're going to head back and unload all this gear that we just picked up, and we're going to call the episode there. Maybe we'll see if the Aurora will happen tonight. I kind of hope it will, so we can kind of keep progressing, but somehow I just feel like it won't. Alright. Well, we'll zip in here and we'll take a quick break. Alright, so what we're planning on doing is we're gonna get the last buffer memory here, and then we're gonna head over to Carter Hydro Dam, and we're gonna have to stay there for a little while too, so. Which kinda stinks because it's just gonna be a lot of time here in Mystery Lake. The nice thing about Carter is there's a lot of areas where you can kind of explore and, you know, just loot different things, see different things. There's more to do there, which is it's good, but at the same time it's like kind of want to just move out of Mystery Lake for some reason. All right, so let's repair up this coat a little bit. Takes a couple of cloth to do that. Use the 100% sewing kit again. Because this thing is very warm and just very, very sturdy. It'll be a lot better than our... It weighs a lot more, but it'll be a lot better than our light shell. So we're going to just ditch that light shell. Dump it in here. All right. So I think this is where we're going to cut it. When we come back, I'm going to take inventory of the food and everything that I have. Maybe repair up a couple more things. And then just really hope for the Aurora tonight. And then we can move on to Carter Hydro Dam and beyond. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.